Hello everyone, Rika here, and welcome to another update video. So, I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but I haven't really had anything to update about. So, first thing I'll talk about is probably the reason you clicked on the video, since it's going to be the title of the video. Yes, I have a Patreon, and yes, I have my first round of merch. So, if you guys would like to go to the Patreon or buy the merch, I will have links in the description for that. Right now, there's only one tier on the Patreon. It is $1 a month. You get access to the Patreon role on the Discord server, and you get a shout out at the end of every single Blue Helix Games video. Which will probably either be me saying your name in the outro, until there's too many of you, and then it'll probably be me saying the top ones, and then it'll be a list that'll scroll through before the outro. So, either way, you guys are gonna get shouted out, people will see you, it'll be cool. The merch, I'm actually really happy with. So, it is the Nope You So Hard fan art that MD Who did for me, which has been, I think, the outro picture for my horror games for a very long time. Which, if you guys haven't seen that, go to Rikachu, and on pretty much any of the horror games, it'll probably be on there. So, check that out, because that was cool. It's front and back. On the front, it has the fan art. On the back, it says, "I'm gonna nope you so hard," which is cool. I've ordered samples of a few things. I got a tote bag, a coffee cup, and a t-shirt coming real soon. Now, I made multiple different styles of the t-shirts because I wanted you guys to be able to pick any kind of t-shirt or hoodie that you liked. I also made the coffee mug because I thought that would be a cool touch, but then when I saw they had tote bags and stickers, I decided to go ahead and make those too. Now, the tote bag is only one color, which I thought had more. I'll have to double check and see if I can edit that, but I could have sworn it had more colors, but maybe there's only one color in the tote bag, which is, that's okay with me, it still looks cool. And, there's two different kinds of stickers. There's a die-cut sticker, or die-cast sticker, or something like that. I don't remember what it said. And then there's just a regular sticker. And I thought those were cool, because I love stickers, so I thought there'd probably be a lot of you out there that might like a sticker with the fan art on it. So, with that, that is my merch store. So, most of what you're going to be seeing is clothing. It's just multiple different styles of shirts. Tank tops, hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve, men's shirt, women's shirt. You know, if you have a certain style of shirt you like, it's probably on there. So, enough of that plugging, because that's gonna be in the description, so you guys can go check that out for yourself. And as soon as I get the samples in, I will be doing another video showing you guys what they look like. So, with that said, now I want to talk about something more important than the Patreon and the merch. I am creating a universe right now in the fan games that I've been creating. So you guys remember, not too long ago, I made MD Who's Excellent Nightmare, which was a present for MD Who hitting 100 subscribers, but then ended up being more of a 200 subscriber thing, because she was like so much closer to 200 than she was to 100 by the time I finished the game. But it had a specific bad guy in it that I really fell in love with, and that was Mr. Leal. Now, I felt this connection to having him as a bad guy in my games. So, I asked MD Who if she minded me using him in other games, and she said that was fine. So, what I have a plan to do, and I think this is going to be really cool, is I'm going to make a bunch of different fan games. and each one is going to have Mr. Leal as the bad guy, and then there's going to be one final game where all of the YouTubers that I made fan games for come together into one game, and they all go take on Mr. Leal. Now, this universe is going to be really cool because it's going to incorporate every YouTuber that I've really enjoyed watching. So, you're going to have quite a few. I'll tell you the next one because I'm in the process of working on it, and then the others will be a surprise until I start making each game. So the next game that I'm going to be making, which is in the process of making right now, is going to be for John Wolfe, formerly Harshly Critical. And the game's going to be called Harshly Critical, Not My Problem, which is really cool. If you guys watched his Absolov End of Gods video, you'll catch that reference. But, it's gonna be a different style than normal. I put in some stuff I've never done in a game before. It took me hours to figure out how to do some of the stuff that I'm putting into this game. So, I'm experimenting a little bit more and more with new stuff each game I'm making, and gosh, the VX Ace engine is just fantastic. Like, I thought the XP engine was good, but VX Ace was so worth what I paid for. Actually, it's worth more than what I paid for because I got it on sale, but either way, I mean, it's so great. So, I want you guys to be looking forward to that. So there's going to be multiple fan games coming out, really, probably within the next either year and a half or 2 years. I don't know how long it'll take me to do each one. I guess, really, it's going to depend more on how the Patreon and how the merch do, because if the Patreon and the merch start doing well, I'll be able to cut down my days at work and focus more on the video games. If that happens, then they'll happen a lot quicker than they will if I have to keep working 4 to 5 days a week at my job. Now, that doesn't mean you guys should just go do this. Don't worry about it. If you don't want the merch, if you don't want to do the Patreon, don't do them. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that with the support of those 2 extra incomes, I would be able to cut down and the games would come out faster. So, if you want to support that cause, then please go buy the merch, go do the Patreon. I'll be adding more tiers because I'm also working on a Patreon exclusive game. So, once I get that game done, the Harshly Critical game and that game I'm working on at the same time. So, as I get kind of burnt out on the fan game from trying new things and, you know, just getting overwhelmed by things I don't understand in the engine, I'm going to be going back to a more story-driven style of game where there's going to be gameplay. Don't worry about that, but the story is going to be really what's important with this Patreon exclusive game because I have a really cool story for it, and I think you guys will like it. So, that tier will be added once that game is done, and you will get access to that game. So, it won't be going anywhere else. It'll only be for my Patreon. So, if you want to wait for that tier, I understand. If you want to start with the $1 a month and get a shout out on the channel, then that's cool too. So, thank you guys so much for listening. Check out the links in the descriptions, and just be excited for the new games that are gonna be coming out. Hopefully, I'll have Harshly Critical, Not My Problem done in the next 3 months. That's my goal. Be done in the next 3 months. Because I've got a lot of the maps built. It's just a matter of getting the extra stuff done. So the maps are pretty well done. And it's just going to be getting all the events, all the puzzles, all the items, all that fun stuff. So, Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next episode, and just remember, everything blue is awesome. Rika, signing out.